viemos até aqui nos Estados Unidos mostrar um carro único. Na verdade, o único carro que Ayrton Senna pilotou na Fórmula Indy. E quem vai mostrar pra gente é simplesmente Roger Penske, o dono da equipe e o dono desse carro incrível. O TC21 da Penske, pilotado por Emerson Fittipaldi, Rick Mears e Ayrton Senna. Mr. Roger, thank you very much for receiving us here. How was the memory of Ayrton Senna testing this car for you?
Well, Senna obviously is an icon in the sport, and to have him drive one of our Penske cars was something special. All the people that were there, Mears, Indy 500 winner, Emerson Fittipaldi, Paul Tracy, and also our designer, Nigel Bennett was there, so it was a pretty exciting day. We used the base car, which Emerson drove, and set a lap time about 49.7 seconds, which wasn't bad for the first day. But guess what? Senna got in that car, and after a couple of runs was down in the low 49, so you could see what he was all about. They said that he took his time, it was a different gearbox shift, but I think he was interested to find out what INDY CAR was really about, because his Formula One ride at that point was somewhat inconsistent from the standpoint where he might go in the future. And we looked at him as a possibility. In fact, it was interesting that Haas team called us and said, are you going to have Senna drive your car? Because they were going to have Mansell come over and drive his car. When I got the call with Emerson and also Marlboro, you know, was a sponsor of both Ayrton and also our team, to have a chance for him to take a drive in one of our cars. I was thrilled, to be honest with you, to have a champion Formula One driver and today an icon, we know, in the sport at that time, to come and drive our car was something very special, because it meant that maybe he might have an interest in driving in IndyCar racing, and guess what? We would try to put our arms around him to be sure maybe he would drive our car, so it was a big day for us.
So Ayrton Senna got really quickly on this car, right, to get used it?
He got in it and knew exactly what to do. He had to get used to the gear shift, but it was amazing. They said he came in, he changed the rear springs, softened up the rear so he could get more traction, and amazing, he went back out. So he was a thinking driver, and amazing, he went to work when he got in this car. And I remember his yellow helmet always stood out to me, that he always had a separate yellow helmet driving a Marlboro car, which was pretty special. But he is someone that is known as a world champion, as someone that brought a lot to the sport, and as a person we saw quiet. He came to the test not with a big entourage. He came just with a few people, came with Emerson. He had dinner with our drivers, so he wasn't up here. He was an individual that would actually work together with his team, and I think that's very important to me as an individual, and certainly for the people that were involved with him. So he's pretty special.
So we would love to have him in your team.
It would be terrific, but just the fact that we're able to have this special moment with you, and also give my best to the family, that this is a special car, and I can always say that Senna drove one of my cars. I have today the test sheets for when Ayrton drove the car back 25 years ago, so I have a copy of those for you, and hopefully you can provide those to his family and to his museum
for sure.
He's done. So congratulations and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you once again, Roger. Olha, ele deu pra gente aqui as cópias, pessoal, dos testes, as impressões que o Senna passou do carro. É isso aí, pessoal. Olha que história impressionante. E o Mr. Roger Penske aqui contou pra gente, muito legal mesmo. Valeu demais!